Good morning everyone. I am Epitha from Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore, Department of ECE. Today we will be discussing about the subject microprocessors and microcontrollers. In this video lecture, we will be discussing about the topic serial port programming. So these are the outlines. First is the introduction, then methods of serial communication, types, baud rate, serial control register and power control register. So let's move on to the introduction. In data transmission, there are two types of communication. One is the parallel communication, the other is the serial communication. The parallel communication, it is a method of conveying multiple binary digits, that is bits, whereas in the case of serial communication, it conveys only a single bit at a time. So in serial communication, the data is first converted to serial bits by using parallel in serial out shift register. Then it is being transmitted. At the receiver side, it is converted into parallel data by using serial in parallel out shift register. If any data byte is to be transferred on the telephone line, it is first converted from zeros to ones, that is to sine wave audio signal, and it is being performed by using modem. Moving on to the methods of serial communication. There are two methods of serial communication. One is synchronous, the other is asynchronous. In synchronous, there is a transfer of block of data at a time, whereas in the case of asynchronous, there is a transfer of a single byte at a time. In the case of synchronous data transfer, the sender and receiver operate on the same clock frequencies, whereas in the case of asynchronous data transfer, the sender and receiver operate on different clock frequencies. Then moving on to the types. So there are three types of communication. One is the simplex, half duplex and full duplex. First let us see what is meant by simplex. In simplex, the data is transmitted from transmitter to receiver, whereas in half duplex, the data is transmitted in one way at a time. Then it is said to be as half duplex type of communication, whereas in full duplex, the data can be transmitted or received. Then it is said to be the full duplex type of communication. Moving on to the baud rate. So what is this baud rate? It is nothing but the rate at which information is transferred in a communication channel. I repeat, the baud rate is the rate at which information is transferred in a communication channel. This baud rate, it is commonly used when discussing about the electronics that use the serial communication. In serial port context, if we say 9600 baud means that the serial port, it is capable of transferring a maximum of 9600 bits per second. So in simple, it can be defined as number of signal changes per second. So that is said to be the baud rate. Moving on to the serial buffer. So what is this serial buffer? It is a 8-bit register, and this serial buffer register, it physically has two registers. One is write only, and it is used to hold data to be transmitted out, and the other is read only. It holds the data received from the external sources. So this serial buffer, if any data is to be transmitted, it is first stored in the serial buffer. It holds the received data as well. If data is transmitted to serial buffer, then start and stop bits are added and transmitted. So if the data is to be received by this serial buffer, then start and stop bits are eliminated by this 8051. Then it is being placed by the serial buffer. Moving on to the serial control register. So what is this serial control register? It is mainly used for programming the start bits and stop bits and data bits of framing. So this serial control register, it is mainly being used for programming the start bit, stop bit and data bits. So this is the serial control register bit pattern. Here we have SM0 and SM1. The first two represents the serial port mode selection bits, whereas this SM2, it is being used for multiprocessor communication. Then moving on to this REN. If REN is equal to 1 in the sense 8051, it receives the data in the pin of initial receiver. If REN is equal to 0, then receiver is disabled. If REN it is equal to 1 in the sense it is equivalent to the SCON.4 instructions. So these can be used to block any serial data receptions. Then moving on to the TB8. It is not widely used, but the explanation is like it is the transfer bit 8 and it is used for the serial modes of 2 and 3. Then RB8. This is receiver bit 8. In mode 1, this receiver bit, it gets the copy of the stop bit and when 8-bit data is received. It is used in mode 2 and mode 3 as well, and in all the application this RB8 it will be equivalent to 0. Then TI. TI is nothing but the transmit interrupt flag. If 8051 completed the transfer of 8-bit, then TI, that is the transmit interrupt, is high to indicate its readiness and transfer another byte, and it is raised at the beginning of stop bit. So moving on to RI, that is the receive interrupt. If 8051 it receives the data serially, then the start and stop bits are eliminated and the data is replaced in the serial buffer. Then it raises the receive interrupt flag to indicate the reception of data, and this receive interrupt, it is raised halfway through the stop bit. So these are about the serial control register bit patterns. Moving on to the power control register. So what is this power control register in serial communication? The power control register, or PCON, as the name suggests, it is used to control the 8051 microcontroller's power modes. And the most significant bit, the SMOD, that is the serial mode bit in the PCON register, it is being used to control the baud rate of the serial port. So this is the diagram of the power control register bit pattern. In this bit pattern, the least significant bit, that is IDL, it is being the ideal mode. Then PD, that is the power down mode. Then GF0 and GF1, it is the general purpose flag bits for users. Then the most significant bit, that is the serial mode bit, it is being used to increase the baud rate. If power is applied, then SMOD will be 0. Then by using the software, it is being set as 1. it is not a bit addressable register, so we can make this SMOD equal to 1. So these are about the power control registers. So we have discussed about the serial port programming. Initially we have discussed about what is the serial communication, what are the methods involved, what are the types involved in the serial communication. Then we have seen what is meant by baud rate. Then we have discussed about the serial buffer, then serial control register and power control register. Thank you.